The Raiders are completing a trade of Davante Adams to the Jets from Ian Rappaport. Ian Rappaport is our insider on the NFL Network on GMFB Overtime. We're seeing this tweet happen. Davante Adams being sent to the New York Jets. This coming off of the highlight that we just saw last night and the dysfunction and the lack of timing within the Jets offense. But Davante Adams, once again, Peter Schrager paired up with Aaron Rodgers.
This is awesome. This is what we want. It's a little bit of action here. And I think this was going to happen last week, but then they fired Saleh, and it was like there's just a lot of stuff going on here. This was in the works. It was all along Davante Adams' destination. Now, Ian's as good as it gets. I got to see the compensation, and I got to see the terms here. If they traded a second-round pick and are agreeing to pay his entire massive salary, that is the Jets not only doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on this season, because he's a 32-year-old wide receiver with a massive salary, and that contract does not go away the next few years. You're doing that for a 41-year-old quarterback. You're looking at this season and saying, we could still salvage this thing. I have to see what the compensation is, but wow. Get us on the NFL Network, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
All right, so we just saw that tweet from Ian Rappaport. Tom Pelissero, a fellow insider on NFL Network, joining us now here on GMFB Overtime. Tom, good morning to you. Welcome back to our show. News breaking now that Davante Adams being sent to the New York Jets. Peter and all are very curious about the compensation. Do you have any answers for us?
Hang on, I'm getting calls from other GMs right now. It is a third-round pick that can become a second-round pick. That is a text right now. So it's a third-round pick that the Jets are sending to the Raiders in exchange for Davante Adams with performance. That can become a second-rounder. This is a deal that had been in the works really for weeks, and the sides have gone back and forth. It was all about coming to what is the proper level of compensation for a player of Davante Adams' age, his status, his productivity, and the fact that really there was one team that made the most sense. It was getting back together with Aaron Rodgers, a reunion from their Green Bay days. That is now happening. We've seen Aaron Rodgers over the past couple of games make numerous throws. The previous week in London, it was to the likes of Allen Lazard. Last night, it was to Mike Williams, where they just weren't connecting. Well, those same throws for years, he has been throwing to one guy, Davante Adams. They had a ton of hookups back in Green Bay. Now they are hoping, with a 2-4 Jets team coming off of a very weird, at times ugly loss to the Buffalo Bills last night, Davante Adams headed to the Jets. Now remember, too, Davante Adams has been dealing with a hamstring injury. He was getting closer last week. It sounds like it's borderline whether he'll be ready to play this coming Sunday, but should be within the next couple of weeks, Davante Adams on the field.
Yeah, we definitely hope that hamstring injury repairs itself in time for Davante Adams to become available to this Jets offense. Tom Pelissero, thanks. Get back to what you're doing. I know it's a very busy day and a day like today. Kyle Brandt and Peter Schrager, they were at the game last night. This is why it's so helpful for the show to be coast to coast. Kyle, this has been anticipated. It's been talked about, but eyeballs on the team last night now knowing that Davante Adams is headed there. Your thoughts?
Honestly, if I'm a Jets fan, I'm wishing that this could have been done last week because they would have won the game last night. I wish they had Davante Adams out there last night. Understand, like, 2 games in a row, the game ends with a throw to Mike Williams where they're not on the same page and it's intercepted. I feel like this, I don't know, has Mike Williams been cut? Like, is he on the team? The post-game thing from Rodgers saying he's supposed to run here, supposed to run here. I wish Davante was on the team last night. This is storybook stuff. This is why I keep saying this team is so interesting. I don't know if they're good yet. Let's remind ourselves. Davante shows up and starts doing Green Bay Packers Davante stuff, and we're seeing this. They are a 2-4 team. I think they have to go 9-2 from the rest of the way to make the playoffs. That would get them to 11-6. 9-2. They have to start doing incredible things. And I know Rodgers has it, and we can run the table, and we've seen that all before. Rodgers was very, very good last night. The offense still didn't click. I respect the Jets. You did it. You said, what the hell? We're going to go even further in, and we're going to give Rodgers everything he wants. They did it. Now there's no complaints. What? If they do this and it doesn't work, oh, my God.
I mean, the issue is this lipstick on a pig. That's the question.
Who says he's going to turn the thing around? He's a wide receiver.
They're 2-4. Here's a guy who's been out with hamstring issues. I'm not being negative, but, like, to Jets fans, this was exciting 2 weeks ago. Now you're in 3 games in a row you lost. You're in this whole, like, does this salvage the season, or is this Joe Douglas saying, look, guys, I'm trying, I'm doing it? Like, I don't know. So we'll see. I'm curious what the coach thinks, too.